Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph, I'm here with Drako, and today we are going to rank our top 7 gods in Seven Wonders Duel. Now, Seven Wonders Duel, of course, one of my favorite games of all time. Drako loves it as well. And in this video here, we're going to continue this series. There's going to be a bunch of videos, I think it's actually 7, where we talk about 7 things or cards or strategies or ways to play Seven Wonders Duel. So in the last video we did top 7 wonders. So now let's continue with the gods and let's just dive into it with number 7. So number 7 is Hades. So Hades is basically the same effect as you have on one of those wonders when you purchase this god, or like I guess you worship it or whatever, you pay tribute to it, then you get to pick up a card from the discard pile and construct it for free. And this could be very good in multiple strategies, really. Mainly, I guess, in if you could do it a bit sneaky, you could do that with a science strategy later on. On the other hand, the gods are, out there on the Pantheon, so you can see them, obviously. So, you can pick up some good production card, you can pick up some good yellow card that really helps you out. So really like it, my number 7. Next up here we have Enki, which is, this is a bit more of a gamble, but I do like it. So when you put it out on the Pantheon display, when you start the second age of the game, then you're going to put 2 of those progress tokens that weren't used at the setup of the game onto Enki. So when you purchase Enki, it's there and you get to pick one of those 2 to use or have for the rest of the game. And some of these are really strong. Obviously, there's situations where Enki turns out to be not that great for what your, strategy is or whatever you're going for. So it's both good and bad, and that's why it's not higher up on my list. But sometimes Enki can be really good. And the next one here is Tanit, or however you pronounce that. This one is always good. I mean, getting 12 coins is great. And even if it's like further on in the Pantheon displays, so it might cost you like 6 coins or whatever, it's still, you're still making profit. So yeah, really good one. This is one that I could also even like consider, like even if it's over at my opponent's side, you can always pick it up just to block your opponent because you're making profit. So it's there's no situations where it's not good to get more money in this game. So Tanit, my number 5. And at number 4, we have a really strong one here, I think, in Neptune. So basically what this is doing is you remove your own, because of these are the little tokens that you have on the military track. So you remove your own, so it's not there, which is great if your opponent ever gets there. And you get to trigger the one that is over at your opponent's side. Now this varies, of course, if you're playing with base game and Pantheon, or if you're also including the Agora expansion. I think it's even better in that case because in the base game, that token is losing coins for your opponent. But in the Agora expansion, instead, you get to remove one of your opponent's cubes right out on the Senate board, which is so powerful. Really, like this one in combination with Agora, and that's the best way to play the game anyhow. So yeah, Neptune, awesome card. And then we have at number 3, we have Ra, which is a really mean card. I think this effect is such a mean effect. It does exist with a conspiracy as well, that we'll get to later on in the series. But yeah, so when you get Ra, you get to steal a wonder, an unconstructed wonder from your opponent. And there's so many times that, in wonder draft at the beginning of the game, my opponent gets one wonder that I really, really want, and then if I can get Ra later on, well, maybe I can steal it, unless my opponent already constructed it, obviously. But such a good one, really like it. That's why it's my number 3. And then at number 2 we have Isis. So when you get this one, you will take a card from the discard pile and just construct a wonder for free, one of your wonders. So this could be super strong. I mean, especially some of these wonders are quite expensive, as you saw in the last video. Some of them does require a lot of, let's say it requires a lot of wood. And maybe I didn't get access to that much wood production during the game. But then using this god, I can make that happen anyway. I can produce that wonder, I can make it happen. It's such a good, I mean, again, situational, obviously, depending on your strategy, what's going on in the game besides this one. But yeah, when I get to use this one, I really have a good time. And my top number 1, my favorite god in Seven Wonders Duel is Anubis. So when you acquire this one, you get to sort of deconstruct the wonder. So you remove the card that was used to build the wonder, and any permanent, like any one-time effect that you got from building the wonder, you still get to keep it. And this has multiple uses. I mean, I think my favorite way to use this is to sort of deconstruct one of the wonders that I already built. Like the Artemis Temple that gives me 12 coins. Well, then I can build it again and get the same effect once again. So yeah, that is such a cool effect, and I think it is the only way in the game right now with those expansions available to do this effect, and it's such a strong one. And I mean, I guess I could do this to my opponent as well. I don't think I usually use it that way, but maybe if it was like sort of late game, or if my opponent built something that it didn't get a one like immediate effect out of building, then of course, making it unbuilt is good, like the pyramids or whatever. Then they have to spend a turn or maybe resources to build it again to get the effect. So, but I think most of the time I like to use this on one of my own wonders in order to be able to trigger the effect again. And I think this would be really cool in combination as well with the Curia Julia, the new wonder from Agora expansion. I haven't actually been in the situation where I could combine those two happening, but that way you could trigger a conspiracy twice. Well, not the same conspiracy, but you get what I'm saying. So many cool effects in Anubis and how you can use Anubis. So, that is why it's my number one, my favorite god in Seven Wonders Duel. This is the top 7 gods video. Just a quick rundown here of my favorite gods. Maybe that can give you some inspiration for when you play. Next up, we will take a look at other cards. We'll go into the conspiracy card from the Agora expansion that I really like. So next video, we'll do that. Hope you will enjoy that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you can also check out the playlist where all of these videos will be in one playlist with my 7 Wonders Duel videos. And we have playthroughs and so on of the actual game as well. Alright, have a great evening, morning, or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
Be like Drako. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook at BGW Niramas.